What if I told you that right now, not in 2050, not in some science fiction movie, but right now in 2026, you can strap 5 jet engines to your body and fly through the sky at 85 miles an hour. No plane, no cockpit, just you and the open air. Or what if I told you that in China, a flying taxi is already picking up real passengers? No pilot inside, no human at the controls, just a machine deciding where to take you completely on its own. You'd probably say that's impossible. You'd be wrong. Because in this video, we are going to show you 6 flying vehicles that already exist, that are already flying, and that most people on this planet still have no idea about. And by the time we get to number 1, I promise you, you will never look at the sky the same way again. Stay until the end, because what's coming will genuinely shock you. Number 6, Klein Vision Air Car. Let's start with a question that has obsessed engineers for over a century. What if your car could just fly, not a hover car, not a drone you sit in? A real car with 4 wheels, a steering wheel, a sports car body that you drive to a runway, push a single button, and 90 seconds later you are in the sky. That car exists right now. It's called the Klein Vision Air Car. And it was built in Slovakia by a man named Stefan Klein, a designer who in the 1980s was secretly building planes in a garage to hide them from the communist government. The man literally dreamed of freedom and built it with his own hands. Here is what makes the air car different from every other flying car that failed before it. When you press that button, the wings unfold automatically. The tail extends by itself. The steering wheel turns into a flight yoke. No tools, no mechanics, just you in 90 seconds. Once in the air, it cruises at 155 miles per hour and can travel over 600 miles on a single tank of regular pump gas, the same gas you put in a car. And this is not a concept. It is not a render. It has completed over 500 test flights and already holds a European airworthiness certificate. Customer deliveries started in 2026 at a price of around $1 million. The flying car everyone was promised for 100 years just arrived, and almost nobody noticed. Number 5, Gravity Industries Jet Suit. Now forget cars. Forget wings. Forget everything you think you know about how a human being can move through the air. Because this next one is going to sound like we made it up. A British company called Gravity Industries has built a real, working Iron Man suit. And I am not being poetic, I am being completely literal. The Gravity Jet suit straps 5 micro gas turbine engines directly onto a human body, 2 on each arm, 1 on the back. Together, they produce over 1,000 horsepower of thrust. And the pilot doesn't touch a joystick or press any buttons. They control everything with their own body, shifting their arms to steer, leaning to turn, tilting to climb. The result: a human being flying at up to 85 miles per hour, reaching altitudes of 12,000 feet with nothing beneath them but air. But here's what takes this from incredible to genuinely world-changing. The militaries of the world are paying attention. In 2026, Gravity Industries demonstrated the suit during a live NATO military exercise. A special forces operator using the suit to board a ship at sea in minutes, arriving faster and more silently than any vehicle could. The U.S. Special Operations Command is actively testing it. Think about what that means. The next generation of soldiers may not arrive by helicopter. They may just fly in on their own bodies. The Iron Man suit is real. It is operational. And the world's most powerful militaries want one. Number 4, Aska A5s. Here is a question nobody has been able to answer. Until now, what if you didn't need an airport? What if you could drive your car out of your driveway, pull up to a parking lot or a helipad, and take off straight into the sky, then land anywhere you need and drive away like nothing happened? That is the Aska A5, a 4-seat flying car built in Silicon Valley that is both street legal and flight certified, approved by the FAA to fly, approved by California's DMV to drive. The first vehicle in history to hold both at the same time, the A5 is roughly the size of an SUV. Its wings fold flat when you're on the road. When you're ready to fly, it takes off vertically, no runway needed. Then transitions into forward flight, reaching 150 miles per hour in the air with a range of 250 miles. And here is the detail that changes everything. It can stop at a gas station. Its hybrid system runs on regular fuel to extend its range and recharge its batteries, which means the moment EV charging stations become parking spots, the A5 can land and refuel at any one of them. The first production models were targeted for 2026. The company already has 100 pre-orders and over $50 million in reservations. The age of the flying SUV is not a promise, it is a product. Number 3. Jetson 1. Most flying vehicles on this list cost hundreds of thousands of dollars and require a pilot's license to fly. This one costs $128,000, fits in your garage, and in the United States, you do not need a single certificate to fly it. Meet the Jetson 1. It looks like a human-sized racing drone, 8 electric motors, open cockpit, roll bars, and a joystick so simple that the company's own founder flew it from his residential driveway to his favorite beach restaurant like it was nothing. A normal Tuesday. The Jetson 1 hits 63 miles per hour and gets about 20 minutes of flight time per charge. Its batteries are swappable in minutes, so you land, click in a fresh pack, and you are back in the air. It has a ballistic parachute for emergencies that deploys in under 0.3 seconds, and it can continue flying safely even if one of its 8 motors fails. The moment that proved this was real. In September 2025, Palmer Luckey, the billionaire founder of Oculus and Anduril, took delivery of the very first Jetson 1. He flew it after under 1 hour of ground training. And then came the number that tells you everything you need to know. The entire 2025, 2026, and 2027 production is completely sold out. They are now taking orders for 2028. People are not just dreaming about personal flight anymore. They are buying it, parking it in their garage, and flying it on a Saturday morning. Number 2. Auto Flight Prosperity. Now we go to China. And this is where things get very serious very fast. While Western companies are still debating regulations and raising funding, a Chinese company called Autoflight just did something that nobody in the world had ever done before. They built an electric flying car, got it fully certified, and then they flew it without a pilot 31 miles across the open water from Shenzhen to Zhuhai. A journey that normally takes over an hour by road or ferry. They did it in under 20 minutes. The Autoflight Prosperity is a 5-seat eVTOL with a cruise speed of 124 miles per hour and a range of 155 miles on a single charge. It lifts off vertically, transitions into fixed-wing cruise flight, and lands like an aircraft, all autonomously. But the number that proves China is playing a different game. Autoflight doesn't just have one certified aircraft, they now have a fleet. Their cargo version, the Carryall, is already operating commercially. Their passenger Prosperity is in final certification. And in February 2026, they flew the Matrix, the world's first 5-ton class eVTOL, a machine the size of a small airliner, carrying 10 passengers flying completely on electricity. They went from startup to flying a 10-seat electric aircraft in a few years. While everyone else was still drawing blueprints, China was already in the air. Number 1. EHang A216S. And here we are, number 1. And I want you to understand exactly what this vehicle did, because no other machine on this planet has done it. The EHang A216S is a fully autonomous air taxi. 2 seats, no pilot, no controls for a passenger to touch, no human in the loop at all. You sit down, select your destination, and the machine takes you there by itself. And the part the world cannot ignore. In October 2023, China became the first country on Earth to officially certify an autonomous, pilotless, passenger-carrying aircraft for commercial flight. Not a test, not a prototype, commercial, real, certified. In March 2025, the first commercial tickets went on sale. Citizens in Guangzhou and Hefei could book a flight like booking an Uber, and step into a machine with no pilot and fly. And then in December 2025, EHang crossed the Qiangzhou Strait, 22 kilometers of open water, fully autonomous, in 18 minutes. A ferry journey that normally takes 60 to 90 minutes. The A216S has 16 electric motors, a top speed of 81 miles per hour, and has completed over 40,000 test flights. It has flown in 18 countries. Orders for over 1,200 units have already been placed worldwide. While the rest of the world's aviation regulators are still debating whether a pilotless aircraft is safe, China already answered that question. And the answer is flying passengers today. The age of autonomous flight is not coming, it started, and most people missed it. 6 machines, all real, all flying right now in 2026. From a man with jet engines on his arms, to a Chinese taxi with no pilot, to a car that transforms into a plane with the push of a button, the world did not ask permission to change. It just changed. Now I want to hear from you. Which one of these would you actually get into without hesitation? And which one would you absolutely refuse even for $1 million? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button and subscribe, because what's coming in the next video is going to be even harder to believe. I'll see you there.